See, this is way better than Tony Michael. What do you call this kind of mode? Vertical? Yeah. I've got my earpods in. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Hey, Amy Gonzalez. How you doing? I just came in here to Hooters just to get breakfast. I have actually breakfast here. And here's my breakfast right here in the bag. I got it to go because I thought I would just take it back up to my room and eat up there. So, but I came down here and I make the Hooters. Let's see. I'm on live chat. And here we go. See the one of the Hooter girls just walking by. They do here have breakfast because it's in the hotel. It's at the Oyo Hotel here in Vegas, and there's no other restaurant actually for breakfast. So they offer a sort of limited breakfast menu right here. They do have a little across there. You can't see it, but there's a little coffee shop, and they have donuts and muffins and stuff like that. And I ate there last week. I was here last week, and all they had to eat was like these Jimmy Dean sausage sandwiches that they just sort of microwave, and they were kind of gross. So it's probably blurry. Hey, 71 Cowboys. The signal might not be so great down here. There's a lot of interference, I guess, with all these slot machines and all these electronic things going on and signs. So we might have some buffering issues. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to go to the room. I don't know, unless I just eat here. You guys can just watch me eat. That's basically the show. Is just watching me eat. So uh, I could just stay here and eat here. Even though I've got it all nice and wrapped up. Oops. There's my yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys want? What do you guys think? Should I stay here? Uh, do the show from here, or should I get to the room? Because at least here, every now and then, you might get a glance at a pretty girl walking by. So. Hey, it's Milwaukee. I could never buy a Tesla unless Elon shuts up. Have zero interest in giving him my hard-earned money. Okay, a little out of left field there, but thank you for that. I'm glad you're here. Glad to see you here. So Milwaukee. Um, I probably will buy one just because I see that to me as more for my job because I want to keep doing Uber, and I think that I think unless I can test drive other cars, and they're really hard to test drive. I haven't seen them around. So. Unless I drive to LA or something. Someone says, and ends his anti-union stance too. Yeah, that's true, huh? He is. Let's just face it, he's just your typical sort of sociopathic billionaire. And what can I say? You know? But I like his cars. I like this card. She also says, yeah, EV6, Hyundai, RM6. Yeah, I know. I know all about those cars. But try to go test drive one in Las Vegas, Nevada. They'll tell you the nearest place you can do that is LA. And I'm not driving all the way to LA just to test drive a car. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's a lot of people, silly Wonkas, that agree with you as far as not wanting to buy Teslas just because. Uh, I don't mean that just because I'm not belittling that. I think it's a major thing. But because Elon Musk has turned out to be uh, such a douchebag, and whereas if he had just kept his mouth shut, I don't think we would know that as much. I mean, there were things prior to all of this um, Twitter coming up. I don't think a lot of people even really knew much about him, you know. But then, what's that saying? Roughly paraphrasing about you know keeping your mouth shut so they don't know what an asshole you are, or something like that. I think that's kind of what is going on with Musk. He could have just kept his mouth shut, and we wouldn't know what a freaking douchebag that he is. You know? But having said all that, um, I would still probably buy a Tesla. So I guess maybe I'm a douchebag too. I don't know. Yeah, Q60K. So the says Hyundai Iconic 6 has a 360-mile range, longer than any Model 3 or Model Y, and that's great. That's really awesome. But for me, kind of the number one thing is that I have to sit in it and I have to drive it and see if I fit in the goddamn. To see how well I fit in it, and how comfortable it is. Because I don't know, Silly Wonka, how long you've been watching the Truck Draw channel. If you saw my earlier videos about the Polestar 2 that I rented for a week, um, I changed my mind. I'm just going to eat here. Um, and I basically hated that car simply because it was so goddamn uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable for me. Now, if I was a slender fella with nice narrow hips, then maybe the Polestar 2 would have been fine. But the number one issue I had was that it was really uncomfortable to sit in. And if you're doing a job like Uber where you're sitting in it for any length of time, comfort is really important. And I test drove the Model Y, and it was very, very comfortable, very, very easy for me to get in and out of. Much, much easier than the Model 3 even. But the Model 3 is still very comfortable for me. Just once I'm in it, it is a little hard to get in and out of the door. Um, like if I was doing Uber Eats, I really can't do that with the Model 3 because it's too much of a hassle getting in and out. Excuse, excuse this. I know that looks horrible. Watching a person put food in their mouth is not very enjoyable. I apologize. Yeah, I got this omelet. Pretty good. So I've got bacon, mushrooms, and cheese. That's not bad. Um, little hot sauce on it. So anyhow, let me see. The one that says Hyundai on it. It says, oh yeah. So I read that. So no new chat since I was just sort of blabbering on this. But anyhow, yeah. So comfort is really important because, like I said, if I'm going to be doing this for Uber, that's really kind of the number one thing because, I mean, range is important, price is important. Uh, the the quality is important. So I think, hey Jolie, I was wondering, I don't, I didn't send you an email or a text or anything prior to the show. I just went right in because I was gonna grab breakfast. It was getting late, so I ordered it to go. I was gonna take it back to the room, and then just as they were bringing the food, it was like 9 o'clock, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just do it from here. So here we are at the Hooters restaurant, and I got my earbuds in, and I think you guys can hear me right now. This is like doing this from Hooters is an impromptu decision. I was just gonna go to the room as soon as I eat. I guess maybe I'll just walk up to the room. But so anyhow, glad you're here. Silly Wonka and I are just talking about EVs. Um, but if I do have an opportunity to test drive the Kia or the Hyundai, I'll do that. Because who knows uh, when I could get the Tesla. I'm still waiting to sell my truck because I need to use that money to put down on whatever I buy. And I've been going to the mailbox. This is the continuing saga of my mailbox. I don't know what's going on with the mail. I haven't gotten any. I was thinking about writing a postcard or a letter to myself just to see if I get it. Because I haven't gotten. I've been checking the mail like every day for like 2 weeks, and I haven't gotten anything. Not even junk mail or anything. And usually that thing's full of junk mail. So I don't know what's going on with my mail. Um, but yeah, like I said, if the opportunity comes up where I can test drive iconic 6, and that's the Hyundai and the Kia, I definitely will. And quite frankly, any other brand if I have that opportunity. That's why that's why I rented that Polestar 2 when I had the opportunity to do that. I was able to drive that thing for a whole week, and really, I'm, I'm really glad that I did because now I can scratch Polestar 2 off the list. And it might turn out that the Hyundai or the Kia is not for me, but at least if I test drove it, then I would know, for sure. And if it is something I really like, then I would be glad, that I was able to do the test drive. But I really want to go into electric. If I can, as opposed to, um, I mean, the only other thing, if I didn't get a new V, then it would have to be, I think, it would have to be a hybrid. And I think probably the best hybrids still are the Priuses. So if I don't get a full EV, then I would probably get a Prius. But you know, I definitely prefer an EV. So last night I went and saw a movie. You guys want to hear about the movie I saw? That's the great thing um, about Uber also is you can work whenever you want. You can turn on the app and work. You turn off the app, go do something. Afterwards, turn the app back on. That's what I did last night. Uh, hey, what's web? Let's see here. Make sure you guys give me the thumbs up. Looks like you have it. Susan says I could never give Elon $1 at this point. Okay, well, that's your choice. That's great. And I can understand. I've heard a lot of people say that. Jelly says yes. I think that's yes to wanting to hear about the movie I saw. This says watching the hearing on OpenAI. That sounds riveting. Yes. Okay. So anyhow, I went and saw a movie last night. It was the Regal Theater um, mystery movie. Hey, KO. Glad to see you. KO says gets cane from home, raises cane to sky, cloud, and yells at Discord. Load, damn it! I can't post about Tucker John being live. No, damn it! Ah. Um. Oops. I'm gonna knock this over. I've got it leaned up against the paper towel thingy. If you've ever gone to a Hooters, you'll know the paper towel thing that they have. Sina Walker says, would be like a German Jewish person buying a Mercedes in Germany during the Holocaust. Same with buying a Tesla now. I don't think so. That's rather extreme. You've gone way extreme, silly Walker. Okay. The Nazis in Germany were putting people in concentration camps and murdering them. Elon Musk isn't doing that. Elon Musk is a bit, like I said, is a bit douchey. He's not murdering people. He's not advocating for the murdering of people. Ridiculous. Um, Hails to Ty Jolie and hi Sula Wonka and basically saying hi to everybody. And Sue says, we're Adidas sneakers. Adidas founder was a big time Nazi. Okay. Well, I don't think Elon Musk was a Nazi. Um, Sula Wonka, not extreme at all with bullshit spewing from Musk's mouth. Sula Wonka, it's what Elon ultimately wants. He says so. What's ridiculous is you don't see it or hear it. I guess not. I don't. Um, I guess I don't hang on every utterance of Elon Musk. Maybe I should do a little more. Maybe I should listen more. I don't know. Let's see. Elon in South Africa, Nazi. Kale, only in Las Vegas when the Hooters serve breakfast. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's because this hotel doesn't have any other restaurants, and so they made a breakfast, very limited breakfast menu here. There's like three or four choices. You can get build your own omelet. I think they have some sort of pancake breakfast, and maybe a breakfast burrito or something. I mean, I've been coming here the past at least couple 2 3 years. And at first, they didn't even serve coffee here. When they started doing like a breakfast, but they're like, if you wanted coffee, they would tell you to go to the little coffee shop that's over there. But during the pandemic, that coffee shop was closed almost all the time. So finally, I guess they got so many people asking for coffee that they finally bought a coffee machine or something. So the one that says Elon said today that George Soros hates humanity. More Elon lies. Disgusting anti-Semitic lies. Yeah, that is pretty disgusting. So I guess I just won't make a living then. I guess I just won't buy a Tesla, and I'll just end up on the streets like all the thousands of homeless people here in Barcelona. Hey, yeah, I was going to talk about a movie, actually. But we can talk about that later. It's a pretty big omelet to make here. See, like I said, you have an assortment of great cars, proven cars to choose from, laughing out loud. Well, like I said, I got to fit in the vehicle. It's got to be comfortable, and also the charging systems have to be, you know, I like Teslas. I like their superchargers. They're fast, they're reliable, they're inexpensive. That wasn't the case when I was running that Polestar too. I had to go to all these different chargers. Half of them were broken. They were slow as shit, and very expensive. So, you know, it really makes me sound Polestar. Yeah, I realize that. So it says, wasn't it a lot more expensive to charge that other electric vehicle? Yes, it was like 3 times as much. I think it's because it was so slow, and it just made it cost more. Yeah, I know, Silly Walker. You've said, sorry. It just spit food at you. You said Iconic 6 and EV6 like 4 or 5 times now. I'm beginning to think that you are actually from South Korea and that you are the owner of those companies. That's why you hate Elon Musk so much, because he's a competitor. I've just exposed you, haven't I? Um, let's see here. Kayo says, the way I look at it, John hasn't purchased a car yet. He's still considering his options. He has only rented these Tesla cars. So by renting, he hasn't changed the purchases of others. So the supercharging every charge wrecks the battery. If I bought a car, I would buy a home charger. Okay, so you can just cool your jets on that one. So the bugger says, well, you keep on bringing up Polestar. Well, because that's the only 2 cars EVs I've driven. Is the Tesla Model 3 and the Tesla Model Y and the Polestar 2. Those are the those are the 3 cars EVs I've driven. And I only brought up Polestar 2 to emphasize the fact that I need a car that is roomy, comfortable, and that's easy to get in and out of. And the Polestar 2 was none of those things. And that's why I like the Tesla, because it is very comfortable. And even though the Model 3 is a little bit a smaller car, it's still remarkably roomy in there. The only downfall is that it's a little bit hard to get in and out of for me, but not as hard as the Polestar 2. Nowhere near as hard as the Polestar 2. That's a Polestar 2. I keep saying it, but so the walker's going to say, you keep saying it. So yeah, like I said, there's only two manufacturers. It's just Tesla and Polestar. Um, do you have a home or do you stay in hotels, motels all the time? Uh, at present, I do not have a home, but I am getting one. I'm in the process of looking. I'm still deciding. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to stay in Vegas. So, I mean, there's that. It's like, should I even stay in Vegas? Now that I'm not trucking, I don't even have to stay in Vegas. I can go back to California. But I do like doing Uber. So the way I see just being sort of semi-retired, doing Uber, and I like doing Uber here in Vegas. I don't think I'd want to do it like wherever I move to California. I think it would be shitty. Vegas is really kind of awesome because it's a 24/7 kind of town, and I just don't see it ever being slow unless there's another pandemic. But then it would be slow everywhere, right? So, I mean, that's how I'm just thinking. Okay, I'm 62 years old. I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna quit truck driving and just Uber. Be semi. I guess that would be. I don't know if you'd say it's semi-retired or not even retired because I mean it works. I look at it as being kind of semi-retired because I'm not I'm not doing a big grind. It's totally my hours whenever I want to stop or quit. It just has to me the feel of being a semi-retired dude. So I think I'm gonna stay in Vegas because that's just how I picture it. And I'm looking at either renting, and I'm looking at different facilities. There's 55 plus facilities, or not facilities, but apartments. Uh, you know, I'm not going. I'm not ready to go into a facility. Um, I'm also looking at possibly buying something, maybe a condo or a townhouse. So all those things are up in the air, and I'm doing it on my time schedule, on my not on yours, not anyone else's. I just doing it Trucker John time schedule, timeline, whatever. And so I guess if I was in an apartment, that's true. Um, I'm not sure. I guess if you could, but some of them do have garages, and I'm not sure if you could put a charger in a garage that you're renting. Now, if I bought a townhome and it had a garage, then I sure could. So, anyhow, those things are up in the air. But like, if I get into a place where I can put a charger in, then I will put a charger in. If not, then I guess I would be supercharging. Again, that goes to your point that it ruins the battery. But we'll see about that. It's got an 8-year warranty, so there's that. Um, so the one who says, "Oh, post again." Okay, bye. Nice knowing you. Non-stop post-star comparisons. Total BS boring here. Have a good life. Okay, Silly Walker, you can go fuck yourself, asshole. Tired of your shit too. You're a motherfucker, so fuck you, Silly Walker. I'll keep you straight to wherever the fuck you are. Fuck off, dick. Silly Walker, you're a fucking dick. And I hope you never come back on my channel again, you motherfucker. I'm sick of your shit, asshole. Fuck off. Fuck off, Silly Walker. Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker. Hey, how you like them beans, motherfucker? Asshole. Kiss my ass, bitch. Sick of that guy's shit. I should just fucking block his ass. So sick of him. He does this on every channel he goes on to because he's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. So fuck you, Silly Walker, motherfucker. Got my Irish up. Yeah, I know. Take a deep breath. Let it go, John. Let it go. Yeah, I feel better. I feel better now. Can you tell that that might have been? Oh, Jolie did that. Okay. Can you tell that that might have been some pent up frustration with that asshole? For I just let it all out. That wasn't just for these comments. That was probably for several weeks worth of shit. I don't know. Now I don't feel like eating. Okay, so otherwise, good. Otherwise, I would have contributed someone for host training. I've never done that before. I don't think I've never just unleashed on someone like that before. And so, I think I know, I know, I know. I don't want to be told. Uh, I don't think I've ever done that before, and but it felt kind of good. But then it's like, okay, yeah, relax. Like Jolie said, take a deep breath. That's his goal too, probably, is to get people to get mad at him. He's one of those. And whether that's Kinky Streets or not, I don't know. But whoever that is, I think that's what he does. And that's what trolls do. That is a troll, classic troll move. Get someone so pissed off, and they like to see that reaction. So I gave him exactly what he wanted. So uh, happy birthday, happy Merry Christmas to you. I just gave you a little gift to to that dude. Um, and the funny thing is, I think the thing that pissed me off wasn't that he doesn't like Elon Musk and he's not going to buy a Tesla. That's fine. I don't really give a shit about that. I think the thing that pissed me off was he's like, okay, I'm leaving. And all you're gonna do is talk about Postcar. You know, it's just this little bitchy little attitude that just got to me. Such a little bitch, you know, that guy. So anyhow, I was gonna talk about a movie I saw last night. I'm not sure if I should. Now I don't feel like it. But I was gonna talk about this particular movie that I saw and how similar it is in theme to another movie I just saw a few nights ago. Jolie says I want to hear about the movie. I wonder, since I got this to go, if I can get a refill. Because, you know, I did tell her I was going to take it to the room. But I would really love a refill. Ask her if she comes back. Okay, so now that we've got all of that out of the way, um, I'm going to go ask her a refill. I'll be right back. Kayla says car purchases should be based on the driver's comfort with the product, availability, service, the real cost, and the durability of the product. I simply believe it is a personal decision. Yeah, it is. It is. All that's true. And, Sunny Wonka had the right to his opinion. Like I said, that's not what pissed me off. I think it was just the thing, like Julia said, like, I'm going to go because, I don't like you saying postcard two all the time. I'll be right back. I'm just going to ask for a brief um, I'm kind of feel like a dick because I got it to go. And then I don't want to. I don't want to sound like I'm not appreciative of how they botched everything up and everything. And now there's like, this manager dude walking around. Like, I don't want him looking at the girls like not in a pretty way, but just like in an over the shoulder kind of way. Like watching their work. That's just my opinion. That's just my. I'm probably totally wrong. Uh, Hi. Hey, I was just wondering if I get a refill because I know I said I was going to need it to go, but okay. Yeah. Thank you. I guess she's going to bring me a whole new cup. Uh, I was trying to hand her the cup and she just like walking away. So anyhow, Kale says there are 253 Hyundai cars in stock in Las Vegas. I bet a lot more are available here in my county. So here it makes sense. It makes a good argument to buy one or buy Honda or Toyota or Chevy or Nissan or Ford. Okay, so KO says there are 250 Hyundai cars in stock in Las Vegas. Oh, Hyundai cars, but what about EVs? Because I think I went online looking for an EV in Las Vegas. This is like a couple months ago, probably. So I haven't done it lately. But I was trying to get to see if I could test drive, and I just did it online. I didn't go into the dealership. But um, and then it kept directing me to the nearest dealership where I could do a test drive was like Los Angeles, and I didn't want to drive all the way to LA just to do a test drive. You know. Now maybe if I did better research, or maybe I just went into the dealership, physically went in there, maybe it would be a different story. So, but yeah, maybe I'll try again as far as trying to do that because I would like to test drive it. Because, you know, and I could really compare it. Who knows? Maybe I'll really love the Hyundai or the Kia. Um, Even more than the Tesla, although I doubt it. I really love the Tesla. Okay, so anyhow, um, I'm sure she's bringing me a coffee. How long is it taking her to come back? I think I'm making it a fresh one. Yeah, I see her back there by the coffee maker thing, and so I guess she's been. Um, but anyhow, what was I talking about? You were saying? Oh, about test driving. Oh, she's bringing more. She's such a sweetie. She's bringing me a whole new fresh little. Because I am using cream and sugar because the coffee was really kind of bitter, and I had to doctor it out. All righty, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Uh, shoot, I feel like I need to go get. I feel like I need to go get cash. I tipped on the, I tipped on the, because I paid with the card. I tipped on the card, but I almost feel like I need to tip more because she's doing excellent service. Um, so Kale says there are at least 3 dealers for Tesla here in my county. I presume this is because of popularity, given that Elon Musk drives is around here, but only recently have seen one within a few miles. Well, here in Vegas, you can't barely turn around without bumping into a Tesla. There's so many, and so many of the Uber drivers are using it. You know? But they're pretty popular here in Vegas, for sure. Um, okay, so last night I went to the movies, uh, and I saw on because I have a Regal movie app. I have all the apps for all the movie chains. I used to travel across the country, and you just never knew. I might be near a theater, and you never knew which one it was. So I downloaded all of the apps. I think all of the theaters, whatever. And I've been Pure Regal is very big uh, in Vegas. So I've been going to Regal the last few movies I've seen. And on the app, I saw that they have like this mystery movie. I guess it's only on Mondays, maybe. Yeah, and it's only $5 for a ticket, right? So I thought, well, hey, maybe I'll just go see the mystery movie. Kayla says 5 years ago, the most popular cars around here: Orlando, Melbourne, Daytona, Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, Ford F Series, Toyota RAV4, Nissan Rogue, Hyundai Elantra, Nissan Altima, and Nissan Sentra. That was 5 years ago. I wonder, has it changed since then? Uh, so anyhow, I bought this ticket last night and went and saw the mystery movie. And the mystery movie, well, I kind of missed it. I guess I got there a little late. The movie had already started. I think I missed the first few minutes. So, but I did see the title because I wasn't sure because a lot of times they do like graphics or title cards because the movie takes place in Afghanistan and there would be like Afghanistan type writing and then they would show English. Right? So, and that's what they did. All of a sudden, they had like Cyrillic writing or whatever it is, and then it transposed into Kandahar. I think that was the title of the movie. So I think I got the just type of the title. But as I was walking in, there was already action going on. There was already some, so it wasn't just. So I did miss. I was able to put it together. I didn't miss that much. And so anyway, I saw this movie called Kandahar. Wes says, still looking into service. Not enough Tesla owners around yet to find out how well their system works in Rockford. Wes says, I have never bought a non-union built vehicle. No, these are things to factor in your buying decision. That's for sure. All of those things. Uh, okay, that's what would bother me most, the service, because the way I see it, buy a Tesla, you have to go to Tesla for service. Says, I would rather lease a Tesla so that they have to service what is wrong with them. I would consider. I mean, for me, a lease is out of the question because I would eat up all the miles. You're only allowed. I think is it, is it 10,000 miles a year, or maybe whatever it was. I figured I would, if I'm doing Uber at the rate that I'm doing it, I would blow through those miles, you know, and then have to pay penalty for all the excess. So for me, lease is not really an option. As an Uber. Uh, so anyhow, getting back to the movie, uh, I went and saw this movie called Kandahar, and basically, I'll try not to spoil it. Okay, so so it just has stars. It was a bit. It's a, it's not a low budget film. It's a major film, I guess. Stars Gerard Butler, the guy from 300, and then what's the guy's name? Travis Finnell. He was like from the Vikings TV show. It was a pretty big hit show, I think on the History Channel. If you remember that guy, he's like the main Viking guy. He's in it. Uh, I think those are really the only two for me recognizable actors. But and a lot of actors they had a lot of because there were a lot of characters that were Afghanistan and Pakistani and Iranians, and so I think they used a lot of actors that were of those nationalities. Gone are the days when an actor like Al Pacino or something could, who's an Italian, could play like a Jew or play whatever. Pacino is not that. Um, no more of that. We don't do that. We don't let actors act anymore. You got to get the real deal. Anyhow, no, but I think it's good. It's about inclusion. Uh, so, Kale says, yes, I understand that, John. I am only speaking for myself. And you are absolutely correct. These are for local drivers, not in the business of degree. Yes. Uh, okay, so back to the movie. Uh, so it's basically a movie about this Gerard Butler. He's a Brit. He's MI6, so that's like the British, Secret Service or whatever. And he's apparently, I think, probably military because I think he mentioned he did 6 tours of duty, I guess, in Afghanistan. And now he's working for MI6, and they're doing this kind of undercover thing where, and they're tied in with the CIA. It's supposed to be like a CIA MI6 kind of joint effort, I guess, where they sabotage Iranian, I guess, nuclear power plant or something. And basically, it was all underground. And I don't know if this was based on a true story per se, but I do remember a real story where um, America, U.S. intelligence was able to hack into Iranian computer systems, and they were able to um, basically shut down their whatever it was. I guess it was some sort of nuclear facility or something, and they were able to do that just by hacking. And that's kind of what this movie is about. Except, of course, it's all dramatized and then causes big giant explosion and all that stuff. So basically, and so it's basically Gerard Butler's character and then this interpreter. He has an Afghan interpreter because they use those over there because they need interpreters in order to get around because they, they don't speak, you know, Farsi or whatever they speak. Um, and then they get kind of, you know, caught behind enemy lines and they're trying to get out of the country in safety. Well, just a few nights ago, I went and saw a movie, The Covenant, and that's the Jake Jake Gyllenhaal. I always forget if it's Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal. I guess it's Gyllenhaal, right? Whatever it's like. And he plays I forget if he was a Marine or if he was an Army, but he's like a sergeant. He's in charge of a unit that they were in Afghanistan, and they're looking for terrorist cells, and anything that's going on where they have like, I guess they're making bombs and they have weapon stashes and they're going through, and they need interpreters to help them do that too. To help them interrogate people or just talk to the people when they're about to bust their door down. They need to have the interpreters try to let them know what's going on. And then that story, this is, I guess I would call this maybe a mild spoiler alert. But basically, it's just uh, Jake Gyllenhaal and his interpreter. They end up getting caught sort of behind enemy lines, and then having to make their way out against all these sort of Taliban and basically that's some Taliban. And the other one, it was like Taliban, and it was uh, ISIS, and it was everybody. But so I thought it was really kind of interesting how. these two movies are coming out at the same time, and it's basically, I mean, yeah, the details of the story are different. They are different, but the basic overall sort of premise is a either a U.S. or a Brit soldier, military type guy, and his interpreter getting caught behind enemy lines and having to evade all of these people that are after him. And that's, I just thought that was funny. I guess you had to be there. I mean, it reminds me of like when, God, how long ago has it been? Has it been 20, 30 years? When they made the Wyatt Earp movies. You know, Costner made Tombstone, and Kurt Russell was in Wyatt Earp, and they both came out, I think, in the same year. I think they were probably finished production around the same time, and they could have come out within days of each other. But I think one of those productions held back because they wanted to get a little bit of a buffer between the releases. But I think they still came out within like the same year of each other. I always thought that was really weird. Like it's like one studio or something finds out, hey, they're making a Wyatt Earp movie. I want a Wyatt Earp movie. Get on that. You know? Hey, somebody be too. It says I was catching up with the chat. We have a Hyundai Sonata and love it. It's a hybrid. That's I think hybrids are great, and I've heard great things about Hyundais from just ask City Walk. Uh oh, am I buffering? Billy says I went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. First time I've been in a theater in years. I wonder how loud I'm because I had my ears in, and I have no idea if I'm talking really loud in the restaurant. Uh, so Billy says here's 72, and he says what is your fuel mileage? 72. Anyone else getting? Yeah, let me know. 'Cause on my end it looks okay. Yeah, so it's how many miles per gallon. So this video's fine for me, Stephanie. Speaking of Stephanie, I went over to Twitch and I was on the Stephanie Miller show on the chat, and I was trying to get people to come over here, and I don't think they appreciated it too much. Some people are like, "Oh, you just came on here to promote your own channel." Yeah, so much. But that's not the only reason I promote it. I wanted to see if Stephanie Miller had an iPad. Kayla says video is fine for me. 70 pieces always yeah. Yeah, give that a try and see what happens. Hopefully it'll be okay. Kayla says 72 is the only thing I ever noticed with this channel is the video is spotty when he's driving or in a more mobile situation. Oh, it's much better. Good, I'm glad. What did you ask? Kayla was asking about your fuel mileage. What kind of fuel mileage are you getting in that hybrid? Um, I know that my ex and I, we had the very first Toyota Prius, the very first series of the first year it came out in 2002, I guess it was. And then ever since then, she's she's bought a couple more Priuses since then. And then she bought one for my daughter, I guess, but then she ended up trading that to my son for his pickup truck. Anyhow, long story. So I could say we are we are like a Prius family. Uh, I know our Prius. at least in that first one, when I used to drive, when I would drive it, would get at least 55 miles a gallon because I know how to drive, not like an idiot. But when old Leadfoot would get on there, she would only get like 45 miles an hour. So Stephanie says 40, which is very nice. Yeah, 40 is good. Um, so we sit in a lot waiting for my medical appointments to get the car running. Now, you know, you're in the elements. You gotta either you gotta run the heater or you gotta run the AC, depending on what time of year it is. But in the Prius, like I said, um, I'd get that thing up to about 55 miles a gallon, and it's not like I'm a granny, you know. I mean, I just still drive. I'm perfectly content driving like 70 miles an hour on a highway. It's safe to do so. But like I said, my old Redfoot ex, I mean, she couldn't barely keep the thing under 80. You know, I was always looking over the speedometer and she's driving 80, 90 miles an hour. And so at that point, the fuel mileage would drop down to like 40 or 45. But if you just drive like a normal human being, normal sane human being, then you would get the higher mileage, 50, 55 miles. And then I had also at the same time when we bought two cars, we got the Prius and then we bought the Toyota Echo, which is a little four banger, and it was about half the price as the Prius, and that was really my car, and I drove around, and that was just it wasn't a hybrid at all, it was just a regular little four-cylinder engine, and to me, as far as I was concerned, it ran good, and this is good, and this is fast, and this is everything as the Prius. I really like that car, and I would get 30 miles a gallon in town, and out on the highway, I would get about 45 miles a gallon, and that wasn't even a hybrid. So he says, "Yep," and then somebody B2 says, "It's similar to you, Joey. I would love a picture of your plants." So he said, "This is good. You're making me hungry, and I have the fixings for biscuits and sausage gravy. Go for it. Nothing better than homemade biscuits and gravy." My mom used to make that all the time. Yeah, I just had an omelet. And it was just bacon and mushrooms and cheddar cheese omelet. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I got toast. And I got these tater tots for the scooters. For the hot dogs. Somebody says I need to gain weight. Biscuits and gravy will do that. Make sure you do two biscuits, not just one, and just put heaps of gravy on there, and and that should do the job. Somebody says, "Oh, how do you make a new crepe?" Oh, I like crepes. Joyce says, "Let's stand B170. We only have one still doing well. We have three of the same seed batch. They're all doing poorly. Obviously bad seeds. One died, and the other two are flowering early." Hmm. Bah, bah, bah. Are you growing? Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to say weed or pot? Are we speaking in codes? Let me know. I won't continue on until I don't know all the rules. I know other channels they won't even say the word Nazi, or they won't even say the word COVID or whatever because they're afraid that they'll get shut down. Which actually, I'm probably talking about. Come to think of it, I did have a video of mine long, last year, I guess, or a year ago, that YouTube took down all because I think I had Tom Hartman playing in the background and they were talking about, I'll just go with Big Latin, Ovid Cave at ITAE, and talking about Axine Bay. And it wasn't even like this information in it, but they took that video down saying something about it was a violation to do something. I don't know. It's really stupid. But so I guess I can understand when people talk about the codes about that. I should know better. But I don't know about Otpay or Eadway. So I was just wondering if we're talking about growing Otpay or Eadway. I was just gonna say yeah, it's pretty hard to grow. I mean, it's not as good. But it's let me know if you can still hear me because I don't know if I just shut the thing off. Um, but I've heard that it's a little trickier than it looks. And I can speak from personal experience because about, I guess, 30 years ago, it was after I got divorced and I ended up rooming with a workmate of mine because I worked in the post office. So I was rooming with that guy for a while. And he lived out in the desert and he was growing his own Eadway. And yeah, it came up and I could hear you well. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I like accidentally shut it off. Oh, I can't hear you that well. I can't read. Okay, I can't hear you that well. Now I'm wondering, did I do something to my earpods when I was trying to stick it in my ear tighter? Can anybody else hear me? Also, I was speaking hushed tones because I don't know how loud I'm doing in the website. Yeah. But no one's looking at me like it's like my doing. I was talking about the guy. Oh yeah, a roommate. He was growing his own Eadway at the yard there. Oh, I don't have to do it in the backyard, and he would have a big giant. Must be me somewhere. Like, it's in the background. Sounds good to make it more difficult to hear. Oh, did you guys hear the Bowie playing in the background? He's softly speaking Pig Latin and making hungry for ham. The cereal ham goes, I am hungry for ham. Okay, so anyhow, I was talking about my roommate. He was growing he grew a bunch of plants in his backyard. And he always had a big giant shoebox just full of food waste. It was all homegrown, but it was the worst hot pay I had ever smoked in my life. I mean, it didn't do anything. It was bulk. It was totally bulk. So, and then if you ever saw the show Weeds, They made it look like you had to be Walter White in order to produce, good Eadway. So, but other than that, I mean, I don't know. I've never tried to grow it. And to be honest, I believe, unless I'm not remembering, I believe that was the last Speedway that I ever smoke stayed. Why I'm doing that? I think that was the last pot I ever smoked. So I went out on a really bad note. Um, I didn't even get a good high. And believe me, I tried. I was going through that guy's shoebox because he would just leave it on the coffee table. And he said, "Yeah, well, just help yourself whenever you want." So I'd roll a joint, give it a try. I'm like, well, maybe this is just the bad part of the box. And that was in the early '90s. I think that's the last time I really smoked. So he says, I'll have to mail it to you, and I'll send back some avocados. Hey, that's a good trade. Tradies. So anyhow, now here's the thing that I'm not sure if I talked about this before, but I didn't know anything about this. So, well, I guess I've known about it now for like a month. Uh, that some of the dispensaries here in Vegas and some of the strip clubs here in Vegas will pay Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, and I think even limousine drivers or whatever, what's called a kickback. Whenever you drop somebody off at their place, they'll give you a kickback. And they'll pay, I guess, a little bit differently. It could be $10 a person or $20 a person. And so, I don't know, maybe it's been a couple of weeks now. I took this one guy, this one dispensary, and so you have to go in and you have to show them your license. They write your name down. They try to make it all above board, so it's not some you know like uh, under the table thing. They write down your information and everything. And I guess if it got to a certain level, then they have to report it, right? If all you make is $20 for the whole year, I don't think they'll report it. But there's probably something if you make over certain, maybe $500 or maybe $3,000. I don't know, but there's probably some sort of a level where they have to report it. So, I don't know what it is. But anyhow, um, so I got this kickback. They gave me $15 kickback, and they put it in a little envelope, $15. But they also give me this a coupon. This is the only one I've ever seen do this because I've done this at probably maybe a half dozen different dispensaries where I've gotten a kickback, and this is the only one that gave me cash plus a coupon for what I believe is an edible. Because it says something, redeem this coupon within 30 days or something like that to get the free flour. And I'm just thinking it's flour, a code word for an edible. And so I haven't used it yet. I haven't redeemed it yet. I was thinking about doing it because, like I said, I don't think I've had any pot or anything since 1993 or whatever it was. I don't even know. I can't remember what year it was. I was remembering it now. 94, 93, 94, something like that. And hey, the Brudan, thanks for stopping by. I'm at Hooters eating breakfast. Um, because I knew you were likely in California, so I'm going to try and get a repository of songs and jingles that I like. So sometimes a single word or a phrase triggers a response. KO is triggered. This is High Level Dan. Someone else says, my kids love avocados from Mexico. Jingle. And maybe I said, hi to Joey, or, you know, what kind of stuff? Hey there. So I'm just talking about, I got that coupon to, they say it's like flour. You guys know anything about that? Do you think that's an animal? Or do you think it could be anything? Could it just be some sort of CBD product? I'm not really sure what it means. What do you guys think it means? But here's what I was thinking about doing. Like I said, I haven't smoked or had any kind of edible, um, or anything like that since probably 1994. I'm thinking. Um, let's see. Somebody says nothing. I couldn't reply earlier. I had Butterfingers. And go. He says, yeah, you can call me. I was playing in the restaurant sleeping. No, yeah, it's coming through. Um, I'm probably going to get copyright claims for that. Hey, thank you, Julie. Buy me a coffee. You know me. I like coffee. But, oh yeah. This is a little bit song. And Kayla says, so if you don't, little finger on a butterfinger. Somebody else says, if you'll be my bodyguard, I can keep it long lost out. I can call you Betty, when you call me. You can call me Al. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, so you guys, you didn't answer my question. Is do you think that's an edible or what? What is it? It said redeem this coupon for your free flower. So I'm just wondering if that's an edible. But regardless, I guess whatever it is, um, I was thinking about redeeming it and then doing it live. Um, what do you think? I like the little Hooters toilets. What do they call them? I don't know. white things. Yeah, take that back to the room. Uh, I'm a hoarder. I take I don't throw the napkins away because I'm always like, yeah, I might need napkins. I might need this spoon. I might need this stir. You know? But then I would get thrown all the way anyhow because I don't use it. Sometimes I do though. Like if I bring a nice piece of chocolate cake back to my room, uh, and then I want a fork to eat it with, and a napkin to wipe my face. But somebody says, "Did you see Irregardless trending yesterday?" No. That's not even a real word. Is that what it was about? Irregardless is not. Kale says my favorite quote of all time is not from a commercial, however, it's from a movie. A beam of energy can always be diverted. Are we there yet, mommy? Oh, like he's using the wrong voice. Flynn's line on the Solar Sailor. I'm not familiar. So between says we had a drawer full of fast food condiments. I know I saved the condiments too, and when I was at home more, I would have in my refrigerator in one of the little cubby things in the refrigerator drawer would be like hot sauce packets, and if I happen to have ranch dressing pack or whatever, and and it would get to the point where I made sure like every year, like on New Year's Day or in January, I would just throw all that shit out and then start over because it would just be ridiculous. Kayla says you have to be a fan of Tron to get that one. Oh yeah, I like Tron, and when you said Flynn, I did think of that because I actually stole that name Flynn as a character in one of my screenplays that I wrote because I like the name Flynn so much. So how's that for a little Chucky John trivia? Yeah, I've written screenplays, and I wrote one, and it is called uh, El Mirage. Is the name of the screenplay, and the main character's name is Flynn. So yeah, how do you like their apples? Uh, so he says, I like that one, Kenneth, or it explodes. Keo says, I need to save some money after I get my health in order to ride the Tron ride. Is that at Disney World? Wait, yeah, that's Disney World. I'm not sure if they have it in California. But Keo says, Disney costs too much these days. Everything costs too much. Everything. I am priced out of everything. They have, especially like here in Vegas, they have such great concerts all the time. They've got, you know, even NFL and hockey, all that shit. I am priced out of it. The only thing I can afford is if the A's come to town, I can usually afford a baseball game. Maybe here in Vegas I won't because everything is so expensive. It's just ridiculous. They priced me out. I'd like to go see a football game, but uh, even the cheapest nosebleed seats are like, I don't know, it's like $600 and up. Maybe you can find one for five for a nosebleed. That's just ridiculous. And they need to lower the prices. They need to cut all their prices at least in half. I think it's ridiculous. I haven't even tried a hockey game. They're in the playoffs now, so it's just too expensive. Uh, but anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about oh yeah, my screen. Okay, before the screenplay, I was talking about edibles. Oh yeah. I was thinking about doing. Did I already said? I was thinking about maybe getting whatever that is, if it's an edible or whatever, and maybe ingesting it on a live stream, uh, just to see what happens. 'Cause like I said, I haven't had any pot or anything in like almost 30 years. Let me know if you guys think I should do that or not. Kale said Tron ride is only in Florida or outside of USA so far. So you mean they're all outside of USA? But no, because Florida, it's like, yeah, stupid. Just kidding. Uh, 72 says, my daughter and I have gone on all of the roller coasters together except for Disneyland. Now I got sticky fingers. Oh, that's why you do these. So, guys, let me know if you think I should ingest the edible on a live stream. And I think I can make that happen. Oh, yeah, Janice Scofford is in the background. I'm definitely going to get sort of a top player on this week. Yeah, they cranked up the tunes here. Oh, yeah. This was formerly the Hooters Hotel, by the way. And then when they sold it, they kept the Hooters restaurant. And if the latest plans come to fruition about the baseball stadium, it's going to be right next door. So this, if that happens, this property, and it's kind of a rundown place. And one of the reasons I stay here so much is because it's very, very cheap, the room rates, because it's kind of a little bit run down, to be quite honest. But if they make that stadium, they're going to tear down the Tropicana, which is right next door, and this is the property values here are going to go, I would imagine, sky high. And I'm wondering, are they going to renovate this place, or would they just implode it and make a whole new place? I wonder. Joey says, of course you should. Okay, I'm going to do it then. Kale says, Shanghai Disney is the other location of Tron. First, this is where recently opened in some of the rock. So Disney says, yes. Number 9 says, Disney is way too much these days, unfortunately. I took last year, last spring, I guess it was, I took my son, his then fiance, well, actually they were just boyfriend and girlfriend, now they're married, my daughter, and my ex. I treated, I guess, and we stayed at a Motel 6, but it was actually a pretty nice Motel 6. It's one of the nicest Motel 6s I've seen. It's right down from Disneyland, but like real close to Disneyland. And so, I sprung for the rooms, I sprung for the tickets. It was expensive. I don't even know how much it was. It's like hundreds of dollars I think, just to get anything. I can remember when I was a kid. I know inflation and things are different. Just you shouldn't really compare 50 years ago, or 60 years ago at this point. I mean, or nearly 60 years. But going there in the 60s, late 60s and early 70s, I think it only cost like, I want to say 10 or 15 bucks to get in. And then you have to buy one of those coupon books for the rides, which is a few bucks, I guess. And then you have and they had rides were designated, so you would only get so many, it was like A ticket, and B ticket, and C ticket, that kind of stuff. So you'd use your coupon book, like, oh, let's go find, I've got one more, A ticket left. Let's go find that one. Disneyland does have Matterhorn bobsleds, which Disney World does not have. Okay, so what I do too expensive. I should be practical. It should be practical for families. And Kyo says cost is a lot less. Yeah, a lot less. 72 says, sorry, I had a sausage all over my hands. Yeah. Alrighty then. Good morning. If I had nickel for a giant sandwich all over my head. Anyhow, so yeah, we'll do the edible thing. I'll go see what it is. I'm assuming it's an edible, but I don't even know. It might be. We'll find out what it is. We'll find out together. Then I'll go down and put that coupon in and see what it is, and we will explore it together. Somebody Bitch says we went to Great America and stuff. Oh, I've been there up in San Jose. San Jose, right? Great America. It's basically like Six Flags. Is it a Six Flags? I think it is. Uh, it's kind of like down in Valencia. We have Magic Mountain, Six Flags Magic Mountain, and I've been to the one in San Jose. Yeah, but it was a long time ago. It was like that was back, I think, in the '70s. Yeah, I think so. I think I was still, maybe I was in high school. Yeah, I think I was in high school. We went up there because we had family lived up in the area, and we were visiting, and then we went to Great America. Theo says original cost of Disney World in 1971 was $350, but that was mostly the park admission with no tickets for rides. Ride packages were like $7.50 to $12 quickly thereafter. So that was in '71. So when I said $15, I was probably just being generous because I was thinking, you know, it couldn't be lower than that. But it probably was in Anaheim. It was probably, even cheaper than that in like 1968. This old helmet. Strap on spelled backwards is no parts. Wow. Well, it's strap on. Yeah. Thank you for that, this old helmet. Today's backward word brought to you by this old helmet. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. But yeah, it used to be so much cheaper to go to Disneyland back when I was a kid. Like I said, I took my family there last spring, and that was just for one. That was just one day that we went there. Just had to go with my rest, but it was a lot of money. And plus, we stayed down we stayed in the hotel I think a couple of days because then we went to a Dodger game also, and that was. I don't remember when that was. It might have been 4th of July, wasn't it? Because that wouldn't be spring, that would be summer. I don't remember it being that hot. But I was thinking, I was wondering if we saw a 4th of July show, fireworks show at Dodger Stadium. Maybe we did both. Maybe, I mean, that was like separate things. That's I get my things all mixed up. Chris says, hi, Westwood says, we went to Disney World in 2002, had the place relatively to ourselves compared to pictures and seeing it didn't do it. Somebody just says, my neck and back can't take roller coasters anymore. Yeah, I don't even know if I really could. Well, I'm trying to think, like, when we went last year to Disneyland, I think I was going it's kind of pushy, but not too bad. I don't even remember if we went on the Hanover. What's says mine is 72, and they won't let you wear a surgical collar. I went to Disney World. Oh, I think we might have been there at the same time last year. Um, it might. I can't think of who that was. It was somewhere around '02, or it might have been '04. I don't know. We went around that time. We flew back from California. Took the kids because my daughter was about, I think she was about 5. So that would be about 2004. 2003. Yeah, I think so. And it was nice. And we went to some of the different parks. We went to the film with the animals and stuff. Yeah. Yes, it's least crowds for Disney January, February, and November. Other than that, it's Disney for those crowds are there. I know that's why I like going to Disneyland in February. It's usually empty. What's most is part of the business is caused by the head whipping around. I think it was late February when we got a condo in Kissimmee. That's how you say it. Kissimmee. Don't say Kissimmee. It's Kissimmee. Uh, Westwood says 2 days of Disney, one at Epcot. Oh yeah, we went to Epcot. For sure, we went to Epcot. And we went to the main park, Magic Kingdom. And we went to the animal one. There's another driving around and those jeep things and stuff. So I have severe vertigo now, so yeah, a big difficult to couple rides. Yes, I didn't say it. Not even sure I spelled it right. I think you spelled it right. But just know it's Kissimmee. I think Kale will back me up on that. It's Kissimmee, right, Kale? Not Kissimmee. Um, but actually, I've been to Disney World twice. Once with my ex-wife, when we were married, of course. That was in 89 or 90. And then with my, and then later with my baby mama and my two kids. And I think it was around 2002. There you go. Something like that. Yes, it says mom had that really bad. She could not stand upright without hitting over something. Yes, it's an improper spelling and Epcot, experimental prototype community of tomorrow. Although it is not as Walt Disney envisioned because he wanted a real visible change in the city, the celebration is closer. So the BT says it's getting that way. Yes. What can be done for vertigo? Is there anything that can be done about that? Okay, but Kale, I am pronouncing it right when I said Kissimmee. Because I remember the first time I went with my ex guy in 89 or 90, uh, constantly hearing that. It's not Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee. So he says, I'm only 60. So there's not much can be done. I wonder what causes it. Like, is it, I don't know. Yes, the celebration of Florida is not completely what Walt Disney envisioned as an always changing supermodern city, but it is on the outskirts of Disney property and is home of the Mickey Mouse Power Tour. Well, there you go. You know that that Walt Disney is frozen, right? He's cryogenically frozen. And then if they ever find a way to like bring it back to life, they're gonna bring it back to life. That's what I heard. And Ted Williams' hand is still preserved somewhere, just in case. You know, you never know. Wouldn't that be creepy if science got to a point where they could take someone's head that's been cryogenically preserved for who knows how long and then they're even attach it to either maybe a clone body or maybe robot body. Wouldn't that be amazing? So people laugh at Ted Williams, but he might get the last laugh after all. Come on! Ah, let's see. What else is going on? What else is going on in the world? Were you guys listening to Stephanie Miller's show today? Somehow she hurt her eye from eating out her girlfriend or something? What the hell? How does one do that? It's crazy. I guess, this could happen. Could happen. Yeah. Need to Stephanie Miller to do something like that. Yeah. Oh, here's Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. All of this Black Sabbath music back in my day was just total stoner music. I mean, it was music to get stoned by. You would just crank up Sabbath and smoke pot and make out with your girlfriend. You know? Bring it back memories. Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. That was the music to listen to when you got stoned. The Black Knight posters in the room. I'm just watching Ozzy Osbourne. Is that like the music you're hearing? It's actually from the music video, and Ozzy is so young. He's probably 50 years ago. Kale says, want to see something even cooler? Google this: Walt Disney World Solar Farm. So, do they? How much of their solar farm electricity, or how much of the park is powered by the solar farm? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if the whole park is powered by it. That'd be pretty awesome. Kale says it's a solar farm shaped like Mickey Mouse ears. Oh, I think maybe I've seen that. Okay, I think I'm gonna head up to the room. Let's head up to the room. You guys wanna come into my room? And I might just finish my bag. Even though I tipped on the card, I feel like I should leave it as just a tip. But I don't have any cat. I just have $1 bill. I feel like I should tip more because I was sitting here this whole time. But I really didn't go to the table. The table looks pretty spotless. So it's not like we have to clean it. So like, it's it's as though no one was even here. And let me just organize that a little bit. Yeah, see, there's my table. It's pristine. So here's the Hooters. Just so you know, I really am at a Hooters. And you guys can just walk on out of here. Come back. Thank you so much. Bye. See you tomorrow. So this is the. Oh yeah. Hopefully we're not buffering in here. Sometimes the casinos we kind of buffer. You know what? Oh okay. I put my wallet in my front pocket, and I almost always usually put it in my back pocket. And I almost thought I left my wallet. But it isn't that bad. So here's the Oyo casino. See, here's a little gift shop back here. And here's the South Side Eatery. So they have coffee, and this is good, I guess, if you want a dinner or a donut or a muffin, but not for breakfast because all they have are those Jimmy Bean, like I said, those Jimmy Bean sandwiches. Oh, wait a minute. I always forget about this place. Okay, so here's that place I was talking about. See, this place is always almost closed. It's always closed, but this is called the Poolside. And I always forget about this place because during the pandemic, it was always closed. But it's like a bar and got food too. And see, there's the pool. So it's actually, it's a pretty nice place. But it's just, it's seen better days. The rooms are, there's always something wrong with the room. So here's inside easy drinks. So David and Rose packages, $175 to get 2 packages of these different drinks, frozen cocktails, cold beer. You can get bottle service. Um, I don't know if they were open for breakfast. I didn't even come over. That's right. Like there's the Hooters right there, and I just completely forgot about this place because, like I said, it's been closed like forever. So there's food. They got nachos, quesadillas, salads, chicken wings, sandwiches, some street tacos. Uh, I don't know if they had a breakfast menu. They probably don't. That's why Hooters made theirs. So, but if I'm here, because now it's already like almost noon. Let's see, it's 10:51, so it's almost 11. Uh, they did have breakfast. Yeah, I forgot about that place. And here's the pool. It's been open now, finally. It's been closed for a long time. We finally opened it. I've never, out of all the times I've stayed here, this has never been open. So we got like 2 pools, and there's chairs and things of this nature. And there's that TV screen that's always running 24/7. Lifeguard on duty. So there's towels in the towel. God, it's hot. Pool opens at 10 a.m. daily. But they do have dollar blackjack here. There are few places in all of Las Vegas that have dollar blackjack. and I don't like playing a $25 or $30 tournament, but I'll play in a dollar tournament all day long. If you guys ever watch, uh, Pawn Stars? What's the guy's name? He's kind of heavyset guy. He's kind of stupid. Doesn't that guy who's sitting on the drink over here? It's like him. It's like that guy or something. Well, now that he knew he doesn't over here. But when he was leaning back, he was like, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the room. You're probably in the show from up there, I guess. There's a thing about the elevators. Buffer. You might get into some buffering. Did you guys want me to walk around the whole casino? Let me know before I go upstairs. Give me a yay or a nay. Because I thought we did a kind of a tour of the place. Sure. Um, let me catch up on the chat here. Kate says both new solar arrays and combination of existing solar arrays sources cover the 40% of Disney World annual electricity. That's pretty good. Kate says Disney has already installed solar arrays at its Castaway Cay private island resort in the Bahamas and at Hong Kong Disneyland. Westbrook says mom fell in the kitchen and cracked her head open on the tile counter. Never was right after that. Subgirl Hematola. Spell checker wants to say subliminal. Subliminal. That's a funny thing a tragic thing. So he says, I've never been to Hooters. Says, which is why DeSantis should leave Disney World alone because he will simply have to pay for energy he will never use and increase the price of admission even more. Yeah, there's a lot of things that DeSantis uh, should should leave alone. Russell says, I was so sad when Walt Disney died. I told a friend it felt like my grandpa died. He said that it was evil to say so. KO says, because if Disney was to adhere to all the Florida laws, that would be one thing that would happen. Those I think so. Done. Yes. You guys want to see the one casino? Can I do a quick walk around? I guess I could do a little walk around of the casino. Not that I'm under pressure to do so. So here's a bar. I'm going to take that stage. Under pressure. That's what you can. Here's a little sports book place. You can bet on games and things of this nature. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. So there's security. There's you're checking out over there. And there's the cashier. This is the main gaming floor over here. And it's actually not that good. But it's not. Even though this is kind of a bit of a rundown kind of place, I still like it. There are those that might even say that this place is a dump. But I don't think it's a dump. So this is I'm trying to be like I'm not talking about this conversation because I don't know, I don't know what these rules about. maybe the tables and some casino or something. So I'm just kind of like trying to make it look like I'm just talking to someone. So you guys have to play along, okay? Oops, sorry about that. Stop that from somebody. But just to get a real look here, this is looking at the casino floor here. Basically the fun entrance here. Here's the fun entrance. And over here, this is the cassette tournament area. They do have steak and shake. So you think that was a minute ago? Oh, yeah, as I'm walking around, it might be buffering. But there's steak and shake. I've eaten there a few times. It's not bad. Their shakes are pretty good. I got your shakes. I haven't gotten steak here, though. I've only got hamburgers. So, yeah, it might be buffering. To do in this casino. So there's so much, electricity going on that might interfere with the signal. Oh, steak and shake is closed. But those people back there, I guess they just open later. It's gonna have weird hours. I think they open late and then they close early. Joey says the video is still okay. Somebody says, Joey, I can't believe how fast they grow. And then they have a comedy showroom. I wish House Sparks would play there. I would come see him. See, Dollar Back Jack. Here's the Karate Kid. House Sparks should play here, and I could see him live. And then this is all part of Hooters. Because I saw somewhere a red somewhere. Heard somewhere. I don't know if it's true because sometimes things get said that aren't true. This is the world's largest Hooters. So now I'm going to go up to the room. I'm going to take you guys up to my room. I don't know, John. What do you mean? You might get some buffering in the elevator. That sometimes happens in the elevator. Buffered in the elevator? Really? So I heard I get attached to low grow 2 inches a day. KO, max, trucker headroom. What's up? I'm afraid to Google largest Hooters, laughing out loud. So maybe I better ask my hubby if I can go into your room with you, John. Yeah, you better get clearance on that. My intentions are pure. Don't worry. Oh, I forgot to turn the cooler on. It might be getting hot in here. I don't know. This is the room. Got a king-size bed. And I got a view of the pool. Ta-da! There it is. 2 pools, and they got a big screen down there, looking pretty much southward from here. This used to be the Hooters Hotel. The elevator beeping. Keo says, what's up, Hooters in Las Vegas is 2-story building with 50,000 square foot space and seats more than 400 guests. I don't remember this one being 2 stories. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Use my little thingy because I've got this in the vertical mode. What do you call it? I guess portrait. I've got this in portrait mode. So I don't think I can use my little thingy. All right. So here I am, back in the old room. Westweb says I like kings. Kings what? Ko says not afraid to Google. Sorry to be two says hubby was happy. John made me hungry. Ko says Annie Hawkins Turner has the largest natural breast in the world. Her bra size is 102. Triple Z. My goodness. Ko says, but the largest boobs in the world are nearly 45 voters. But a bunch. Westboro says it says that there is a steak and shake at the Hooters. Yes, I just walked by it. Was I buffering it during that time, or am I just that late on the chat? Maybe. And somebody Badu says lots of kidney surgery, Kenneth. Oh, I guess. Anyhow, okay, guys. My father is the king of the world, guys. Don't you know that? I was trying to do Donald Jr. impression. Not the greatest impression, I'll admit. But Westwood says, oh, my natural, of course. Who would make them that big on purpose? You never know. There are people out there that do some things to their bodies that I just find really questionable. But to each his own, right? Okay, so today is Tuesday, so we'll have another show on Thursday. And let's see. Maybe if I do the edible, I got to do it when I know because I don't know how long it would last. I got to make sure I'm not, I'm not going to go out driving. I'm not going to do anything. So I'm going to have to like block out a certain amount of time to make sure that I can just chill out and let the effects wear off, and all that kind of shit. But we'll do some at some point. We'll do that. What says more than a handful? Yes, absolutely. That would be a whole bunch of handfuls. 72 says Melania had boob surgery, and I think they said she had a kidney procedure. Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about. KO says her breasts weigh 89 pounds, and I bet she has to make a special appointment for a breast exam. Wow, that's just too much breast. I'm sorry. I don't want to, body shame anybody or yuck anybody's yum, but I just gotta think that's just too much. Wes Webb says Ivanka had a boob job courtesy of daddy when she was very young, plus a nose job. Boom. Uh, all right then. Well, all righty then. Kayla says Melania had a kidney procedure, all right. She had a little pisser removed from her life. Laughing out loud. Boom. Uh, anyhow. All right, guys. So I think we're going to ahead. We've been on for over 2 hours. I think that's probably more than enough, Trucker John. I guess I didn't get anybody from the Stephanie Miller Twitch chat to come over. I don't think. Maybe unless it was that one person that was new. So that didn't work. So it says impossible to examine, but I bet that breast surgeons would love to do it. I don't know. Then they're that big. I don't know. Anyhow, Jolie says help support Trucker John live stream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, PayPal help support the show. Maybe someday we'll actually have like a real show, like with graphics and things of that nature. And like maybe I would like to play clips. I really would like to play clips, kind of like Hal does, and be funny. I think I could do that. Somebody Badu says, thanks, John, my tummy and hubby, thank you. Well, you are very welcome. Glad to be of service. Westweb says, I had surgery at a very young age that hernia surgeons seem to enjoy examining. Okay. Jolie says, thanks, John. You are welcome. Thank you, Jolie, for modding and helping out with all the stuff. And Jolie says, I sent you a pic. It's definitely B2. And KO says, thanks, John. You are welcome. Thank you. And I mean it. Thank KO and Wes and Stephanie B2 and Jolie and Liberal Dan stopped by for a while and everybody else who stopped by. Thank you so much for being here. It does mean a lot to me, and I'm glad to spend a couple hours with you a couple times a week. So I enjoy you guys coming around. So I'll see you next Thursday. Also, I still want to do an impromptu live stream from Casa del Sabor. That's the Mexican restaurant that I went to that I said has the best tacos I think I've ever had in my life. I need to try to do that sometime, maybe Wednesday. But I don't want to interrupt Liberal Dan's show. So maybe after Liberal Dan, but I know for you East Coast guys, it might be a little late. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But at some point, I want to do a live from Casa del Sabor. And I think it'd be fun. Just and a good excuse for me to go eat tacos. Okay? So I know thanks for Silly Wonka. I know. I guess I shouldn't have blown up like that, too. I don't know what came over me. But like I said, I think it was a lot of pin-up frustrations with that asshole. And it just all came out. So anyhow, Sort of B2 says, oops, okay, I didn't see that, Jolie. I guess that was the picture you sent. And I'm assuming it's of the Eadway lamp pay is. Yeah. Okay, guys. So with that, I shall bid you adieu. I shall bid you adieu, my good sirs and madams. Isn't that what these do? Is it like that? What's it? It wasn't me. So I shall bid you adieu, and I'll probably see you in the chat rooms over at House Sparks later on this afternoon, and I'll see you probably in a chat room like Liberal Dan on Wednesday nights, and another chat room that KO does for the peace. Was it freedom? Freedom. What is it, KO? Freedom. Freedom. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Uh, it's got freedom in it. It's like peace, freedom, and you. Hey, Jackie, were you here the whole time? Freedom, speech, and you. Thank you very much, KO. Be sure we'll check out KO on Sundays. We got Liberal Dan on Wednesday nights. We've got House Sparks basically all week, Monday through Friday. He's got morning shows. He's got afternoon shows. Those are my three favorite shows right there, in no particular order. Uh, Liberal Dan, Freedom Speech and You, and House Sparks show. Three of the best shows you're going to find. And so I'll be seeing you guys there in the chat rooms, I'm sure, and I'll say hi to you. And hopefully you'll say hi back. All right. So thanks for being here, guys. And I am out. I'll talk to you later.